The Ottawa Senators are extremely pleased to select from the Boston U Terriers, Brady Tkachuk.
Erik Karlsson drops, goal, in, score! 2-on-1, goes around.
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I am your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_ for the turn dates of the games and, of course, breaking news. As well, please check out our sponsor, SeatGeek.com, or download the app on the App Store and use the promo code SENSTalk to save $20 off your first purchase and any purchase on the website or on the app. Link in the description below. Now, before we get into the conference final preview for the Blues, Sharks, Bruins, and the Carolina Hurricanes, a quick update on your Ottawa 67s. They are currently tied 2-2 in the OHL Championship Series with the Guelph Storm. Friday's the next game. I'll be at that game at the TD Place in Ottawa. But Guelph just won their last two. Ottawa won the first two. Guelph won the last two. Best of three series now to win the OHL Championship. Could come down to the wire. Let's hope the 67's got this. Now let's get into the first preview for the Western Conference Finals as the St. Louis Blues get a huge Game 7 double overtime victory over the Dallas Stars from Pat Maroon, the hometown boy. The Sharks as well get a 3-2 nail-biting win last night against the Colorado Avalanche. Western Conference Final, Blues, Sharks. Let's get to that right now. So the 2019 Western Conference Finals is set. The St. Louis Blues will take on the San Jose Sharks in a couple of days, coming off a victory in Game 7 where both teams, the Blues with a double overtime victory, Pat Maroon, 54 shots on Ben Bishop, 52 of them were stopped by him, which is historic. And for the Sharks, a nail-biting 3-2 victory over the Colorado Avalanche. They had a solid season. And they have the 4th overall pick from yours truly, the Ottawa Senators, so Avs fans should just be nothing but happy right now. But going into this matchup, lots of things to speak about. Firstly, Erik Karlsson. Is he healthy? I don't think he is, but a healthy Erik Karlsson goes a long way for the San Jose Sharks. Karlsson is a dynamic playmaker, and the Blues and Sharks defense is very close in my opinion, because in my opinion the Blues are very high on the Blues defense. They're very underrated. Pietrangelo and Dunn, etc. The Blues blue line was one of the top scoring blue lines since the trade deadline, and you know, you're going to combat the Sharks. It's going to have to come from the forwards and from the blue line. The Blues are able to score in all aspects of the game. That's very, very crucial. So Erik Karlsson, he has to be at least 60 to 75% for here to have a huge impact for the Sharks to be able to take this series. Now the Blues 5-on-5 play is key in my opinion as well. Plus 6 goals on the Stars 5-on-5 in the second round series, which was key because the Blues power play did not do too well in that series against the Stars. They were very, very putrid to be honest with you. So to play a team like the San Jose Sharks, who just got Pavelski back, is going to be very tough to combat. You're going to have to do this while the Blues defense is going to need to be able to stop that offensive attack throughout the lineup for the Sharks. And they're going to have some depth scoring. They already have that with Maroon. Sammy Blais just got put into the lineup. He's been red hot all of a sudden. And they have Jordan Schwartz, Tarasenko. Now, what's key here for the Blues is O'Reilly and Perron going to start scoring. They did not score any goals in that second round, and they need to start scoring. I think they will. There's no way players of that caliber are not going to score. So with them scoring, in my opinion, they are going to. The offense pushing in that 5-on-5 attack, and that 5-on-5 attack is that good because that blue line is able to control the play. So it's going to be very crucial. This Blues defense, I have a lot of trust in them. I think they're going to be able to push the Sharks to the brink and put the offense for the Blues into a lot of contention to be able to score 5-on-5. If the Blues can't beat the Sharks 5-on-5, they have no chance. The power play is not doing too well. Penalty kill is okay. The Sharks obviously have a lot of weapons on the power play, but the Blues really need to play well 5-on-5. I think they will. They got the blue line to do it. They have the offense to do it, and you know the stats coming from the second round are not exactly honest because O'Reilly and Perron did not have the hugest impact. I think they are going to turn it on in a conference final with 4 wins away from a Stanley Cup final. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're ready to play. Now the goalie duel, very interesting here. Jordan Binnington, 915 save percentage, 239 goals against average. He has not really been tested. In fact, in a double overtime Game 7 victory over the Dallas Stars, Binnington only got 30 shots on net. Obviously turned away 29 of them. Well, Martin Jones having a nice recovery after a awful putrid regular season. He had an 896 save percentage in the regular season, a 910 in the playoffs, and 272 goals against average. Now, what's interesting to me about this, Binnington just looks calm and looks like a robot there, and his stats show that. Now the Blues as well, obviously as well, Parayko, I forgot to add with Dunn and Pietrangelo. The Blues defense is playing solid, and that 5-on-5 play is, in my opinion, because of that defense. The Sharks are going to need to stop the Blues 5-on-5 attack. I'm going to say this again, I'm going to say this again, I'm going to say this again. Because Martin Jones, the stats look okay, but you give a lot of offensive attack on the goalie, like Martin Jones, the puck's going to go in the net. You saw that with the Colorado Avalanche. JT Compher turned it on. The San Jose Sharks are going to need to really pay attention to all aspects of the Blues attack, specifically O'Reilly and Perron. In my opinion, obviously Tarasenko, but I think the Blues blue line is going to be able to get that puck to them and get the puck in front of the net and get that puck into the net, because I found when I'm watching the game with the San Jose Sharks, Martin Jones, like any other goalie, the San Jose Sharks let the Avalanche cycle a few of those games, and if they let the Blues do that, it's going to be a very long series for Martin Jones, because the Blues just have a stingy offense and they're on some other level right now. So really, in my opinion, the Sharks and Blues are going to battle to the death. I think the defense, obviously, Sharks have a great defense. The Blues have a great defense as well. I think the 5-on-5 play is going to come into an impact on it. And I think since Erik Karlsson's a little unhealthy, I think because the Blues have been red hot and they have had one of the best blue lines since, if not the best blue line since the trade deadline, going into the playoffs, I think the Blues 5-on-5 play is going to improve because of the Blues blue line, and it's going to be close, but I think they're going to be able to take it in that 5-on-5 play. And I think the Blues are going to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. I think they're going to win in 7. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. You never know with these playoffs, but this is a gut feeling. I think the Blues are going to get some good scoring from Perron and O'Reilly. They're going to get out of that slump. They're going to get some scoring from Tarasenko and Schwartz and Maroon, etc. They got some depth everywhere, and the blue line's stacked. Watch out for the Blues. I think they're taking this one 7. Now let's get to the Eastern Conference Final between the Boston Bruins and, yes, the Carolina Hurricanes. So the Eastern Conference Final is set. It's between the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes, the former Hartford Whalers, of course, which the puck drops for the Eastern Conference Final tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, firstly, very important, the Boston's power play in the playoffs is first, 28.6% efficiency, with the Canes' penalty kills 12th, 78%. The Canes' power play is 14th with 10.5. The Bruins' penalty kill 6th, 83.8. What I just said there is the Bruins' power play and penalty kill is one of the best in the playoffs, and the Canes is one of the worst. This is going to be very key, because my next point is Mrázek and McElhinney need to outduel Tuukka Rask, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Firstly, the Bruins are scoring on all cylinders. David Backes is starting to chip in. Jake DeBrusk is playing really well. David Krejci, David Pasternak, Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron. We already know they're already really, really good. The power play is going to be key for the Canes to focus on. They're going to need to stop the chances for the Bruins to stay in this, because against that Islanders team, it was a sweep, but it wasn't as it was closer than a sweep than a sweep would usually look, because every game except Game 4 was a one-goal game, and really it came down to 5-on-5 play, because they were able to stop that. Somehow they were able to stop the New York Islanders, but the Boston Bruins are much better than the New York Islanders. They have many more scoring weapons. So really, it's going to come down to special teams for the Carolina Hurricanes. Can the Carolina Hurricanes pull this one out of their hat, and are they going to be able to stop this Bruins offensive attack? And the Canes, they got to start scoring on the power play, because it's very likely the Bruins are going to be able to score plenty of goals on the power play, whether or not they're standing on their head in the net with Mrázek or McElhinney, because the Bruins have too many weapons to stop, in my opinion. The Canes' penalty kill 12th needs to step it up there, but if they can't step it up, the power play is going to be leaned on heavily, and unfortunately they're 14th, 10.5 in these playoffs. That is just disastrous. They need to start scoring on that power play, and they need to start doing it now to be able to combat some of those power play goals for the Bruins. The penalty kill for the Bruins, like I said previously, 83.8. is going to have a big chance of stopping that. So really, special teams are key to Boston's success. As long as the Bruins can keep scoring at their rate on the power play, and the Canes, and they can stop the Canes on the power play, they should be just fine getting to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time since 2013. Now we move forward now for the Canes. Like I said, and I'll say it again, special teams are key to the success of the Canes as well. This is really what this series is about, a special team series. The Canes need to stop the Bruins on the power play. There's no ifs or buts. If they can't stop them on the power play, the series is over and they're going to be sent home packing on a successful season. Now, Mrázek and McElhinney, like I said previously, are going to need to outduel Tuukka Rask. And we don't really know. I'll check right now, but we don't really know who is starting tonight. It can either be Mrázek or McElhinney. I believe Mrázek might be healthy, but I don't know, to be honest. McElhinney had a .947 save percentage in those few games, so he's looking okay. Mrázek is expected to start, so there it is. Mrázek versus Tuukka Rask. So Petr Mrázek is going to need to outduel Tuukka Rask, and I don't know if he can do that. In that second round, Tuukka Rask was standing on his head. Best goaltender in the second round of the playoffs by far. Tuukka Rask. Every single game, Columbus, lots of offensive chances, and Tuukka Rask just stifled them on every single one. A 3-0 shutout in Game 6 to take away the Blue Jackets season. Tuukka Rask is playing his best hockey since that 2013 Cup run. Stanley Cup final run anyway. And really, in my opinion, this has been a Cinderella run for the Carolina Hurricanes. But really, I don't know if their goalies can outduel a guy like Tuukka Rask right now, who's just, as I say, like my friend your Nate Tree, Tuukka Rask is just too good right now. Hopefully I didn't just jinx him, but he's playing insanely well, and we'll have to see what the Mrázek or McElhinney do. As well, the Canes need to outplay the Bruins 5-on-5. If they're not able to score on that power play, and they're not able to stop the Bruins on the power play, which is one of the best, if not, well, it is the best in the playoffs this postseason. The Canes are going to need to be able to play 5-on-5 much better than the Boston Bruins. Now, in that New York Islanders series, we saw that the Carolina Hurricanes played very well defensively 5-on-5, but that was a different type of attack. They're playing against a Boston Bruins team that has way more weapons than that New York Islanders team. So this could be the biggest test of the season for the Carolina Hurricanes defense, which is pretty good. You got Slavin, you got Pesce, you got Falk, you got Hamilton, which is really good. By the way, he loves my museums. If you don't get that joke, unfortunately, I'm sorry, because he was traded for the museums. Anyway, the Canes, things are going to need to change for the Canes. They can't just play tight hockey anymore. This is a team that has explosive offensive talent and a great goalie who's standing on his head right now. The Canes, to have any success, need to score power play goals. You got to get that thing going. You got to start stopping penalties, stopping power play goals, and their goalies are going to need to stand on their head, and they're going to have to outplay them 5-on-5. In my opinion, the Bruins are going to outplay them 5-on-5. They're going to outscore them on the power play and stop their power plays. And Tuukka Rask is going to do Tuukka Rask things. So I think the Bruins are going to take this one in 6. I think the Canes are going to win a couple games. They're going to fight to the end. It's going to be close in some games. I think the special teams are just too much of a lopsided advantage of the Boston Bruins, and I think they're just going to take this one to 6. So I think my Stanley Cup final prediction is the St. Louis Blues versus the Boston Bruins. Last time that happened, I believe, was the Bobby Orr 1969 goal where he scored and leaped into the air. So that would be interesting. That would be kind of cool. Either the Bruins win their first cup since 2011 against Vancouver, and Boston wins another championship, 3 this year with the Red Sox, Patriots, and now Bruins, which would be just great because they're definitely deserving of sports victories. They're not. Boston wins too many sports championships. But anyway, or the St. Louis Blues looking for the first ever Stanley Cup championship. So I will see you then. Now let's wrap up this video. So that's it for this conference final preview. I predict the Blues versus the Boston Bruins in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Besides that, thank you for watching. Enjoy conference finals hockey. The Final Four, this is what it's all about. We're coming very close to finding who is the 2019 Stanley Cup champion. So let me know in the comment section below who that will be, and I'm excited to see who it will be. So I'll see you soon. Friday, I'll be at the game for the 67s. So I'll have... in the next few days, I'll have a series recap for that, whether the 67s are going to the Memorial Cup and win the championship, or they're getting sent home with a very heartbreaking series loss. So we'll see you then, and congratulations to the Final Four teams. Good luck if you're a Blues, Sharks, Bruins, or Canes fan. Enjoy the hockey, and let's wrap this up. Thank you for watching this video. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_. For live updates of the games, of course, breaking news, please like us on Facebook, SensTalk, add us to our circles on Google Plus, SensTalk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. like this video, share this video wherever you cool stuff. Please check out our website, SENStalkCentral.com. We update that every single day. And of course, please check out our sponsor, SeatGeek.com, or download the app in the App Store and use your promo code SENStalk, save $20 after your first purchase. Besides that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon for the OHL Championship recap between the Ottawa 67s and the Guelph Storm. Let's go 67s. Enjoy playoff hockey. Go Sens go.